Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, because that's where the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce has their annual policy conference. And who would know more about policy and policy setting than Quentin Messer, my good friend and head of the MEDC, Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Always good to have you. Always good to spend time with you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
You are incredibly dapper. Is there a party I didn't get invited to? Again?
You are invited to every party. We can't have a party without you. First of all,
Well, you got to have a crasher at every party.
well, no, but no, I'm always grateful for what you and your team do, affording us this opportunity, and thank you for your continued coverage of
Well,
this.
listen, you guys do a great job. You
That's
do.
very kind of you.
And you help the business community. That's what we're all about. You know what I mean? So,
Well, we're trying to get better every day. You're a big sports person. I know that we're big fans of Coach Izzo, and the adage of getting 1% better every day.
yeah.
And really understanding what we need to do. And this affords us an opportunity to listen to businesses, academia, the philanthropic sector, as well as elected officials, understand what do we need to do to make sure that Michigan is attractive for not only investment capital, but making sure that young people of all ages, want to continue to vote with their feet, move to Michigan, and build their economic lives here.
Yeah. And of course, one of our big challenges for the last probably 4 years has been this talent issue.
Mhm.
And it's becoming less of a problem, but it's still a problem.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we are improving the number of people who are saying that, hey, I'm willing and able to work in the workforce. But we still know that there's a displacement in the sense that you have companies who are seeking employees and you have employees seeking opportunities. There's a mismatch there.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we're doing, not only just at MEDC, but across all of government, working with our sister agencies, Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity, even Department of Corrections, as young men and women who have paid their debt to society or re-entering into their communities, making sure that they are able to participate in a viable way economically. Those are just a few of the examples.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I don't know if you know, but I'm on the state board for Michigan Works, and it's that same old thing, and it's more of a mismatch of what is the trainability of a person
Yes.
versus what's their opportunities, and
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we're trying to do is, whether it's program 60 by 30, as you know, or futures for frontliners, opportunities to make sure that we create a state of lifelong learners.
Mhm.
And what we have to do is make it easier for Michiganders to say, I would like to have and access government services to allow me to retrain, but also for small and medium-sized businesses to know that these opportunities exist. So that's part of my responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, you guys do a great job of getting the money in the spot it can do the most good.
Well, I appreciate that.
No,
We have a whole team, and we're working hard. We're trying to get better at it. Um, and we need to make sure that and I hope your viewers and listeners understand this, that we view ourselves as stewards of taxpayer dollars, because that is what we're doing. We're trying to make reinvestments that are going to yield positive outcomes for Michiganders.
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And this goes to the international stage too, because even though it's a Michigan organization, we need other countries and we need that trade. And I look at our ag, I look at our tourism, I
Hmm.
look at all those service industries. They're all about global economies.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, Michigan has always been an international state. I mean, we have 3 border crossings with Canada. In fact, the most active one
Yep.
that we have. We also have tremendous trade with countries in Asia, whether it be Japan or South Korea, uh, our friends in Taiwan, and other places. Great European trade, whether it's with the UK or Germany or France or even new countries like Sweden and Norway. And so we are always thinking about how do we take the Michigan message on the road.
Yeah. So tell me about that message and where you're taking it and things like that, because you do a fair amount of travel. I have a heck of a time pinning you down. I'm glad I'm not your mom.
I'm just supporting you. No, I'm just kidding.
I do.
No, absolutely not. No, the great thing is that we have a governor and other leaders who are willing to go across the world and take the Make It in Michigan message, focus on people, places, and projects. We have to attract and develop people. We have to cultivate and revitalize places, and they have to compete for and win projects. So, last year we went to uh, Japan and Taiwan and France and Germany, among Norway and Switzerland. This year, we're headed to at some point later this summer to the UK. We're always go to Select USA, which is the largest opportunity for foreign direct investment. Earlier this year, we went to South Korea and Taiwan. The governor led that mission. So it's always an opportunity for us to tell the rest of the world who we are.
Yes.
Because I think Michiganders are humble, but we have a tremendous message. And you talked about agribusiness, you talked about life sciences, we talked about small business. Yes, we put the world on wheels. We've done so much more, and we need to make sure that message continues to get told
Too many of us
across the
live
world.
too close to this forest to see how beautiful it is. And it is one of the outstanding states. Partner, I appreciate your time and what you're doing, and thanks for stopping down here.
Always a pleasure. Anytime. Thank you, my friend.
Quentin Messers, head of MEDC, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, and you are watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. We're coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. We'll be right back.